It's Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Strong opening. Welcome to DBL, everyone. Hello. It's Monday, August 3rd. I am Tori here with the beautiful Erica.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Stephanie joins us from home. Hey, girl, how are you? Oh, I love her in neutrals. That's my favorite. You look great. It's like an oatmeal. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. It's Monday. Sun is shining. I'm with the girls. Life's good.
I love that. I like that opening. All right, let's get straight into talking about this. I want all of your opinions. One of Ellen DeGeneres' top producers is now speaking out about the future of her show. Andy Lassner, you might see him, he's often on the show, said the show is not going off the air after someone on Twitter questioned whether the show would end. As we mentioned, the show has been steeped in controversy after top producers were allegedly accused of sexual misconduct, bullying, and harassment. Now we got some celebrities weighing in. So Brad Garrett and Leah Thompson recently expressed their true feelings for the talk show host. Brad tweeted, "Sorry, it comes from the top. No more than one who were treated horribly by her." With Leah responding, "True story, it is." So what do you make of the latest Ellen controversy? Can her show recover? I've heard rumors all throughout the weekend, Steph, that James Corden was going to take over that daytime slot, which I actually think is perfect because he's got such a daytime kind of feel. And he's seemingly a very nice guy, apparently. Do you think this is all on Ellen, or is this the industry?
Oh, I think it's a mixture of both. Not that either of them are acceptable or one is worse than the other. They both go hand in hand. I think it's a very old school Hollywood kind of mentality of like, you put up and shut up. But I think sadly for those people, those times are really changing and people are discovering that they do have a voice and that they can no longer be treated in such a way. And I feel like should be a lesson for everyone in the industry, because not only on the Ellen DeGeneres show, but on many shows that we watch, and you know, there will be this situation, and I hope that it gives people the empowerment and feeling that their voice can be heard. Yeah. I think way too often, especially in Hollywood, people feel like they can't speak up because they're scared they're going to lose their jobs, or there is this strange mentality of like, you're in Hollywood, you should do whatever the producers want you to do because that's how you play the game.
Totally.
You know, and if I was Ellen, I would like to think I was checking up on my staff more. I know James Corden's producers. I've met them. They're incredible, and there is not an ounce of that attitude in that studio. I've been there. I've seen it. It's a very happy environment. So if he was to get a better slot, I'm all for it.
That's good to hear that you know them personally. Erica, Bob Dylan said the times they are changing. Like Steph said, it's an antiquated system of not being able to speak up anymore.
Right. You'd have to, when you're talking about changing culture in anywhere, whether it's in your home or it's, you know, in your workplace, there is this thing that time is going to help you make that change and make that change stick. Like, it'll start in a more fundamental way. But people have to understand, when you're changing culture or changing attitudes, there might be some imminent fires that are burning now. And when a producer comes forward or a intern comes forward and says, I am being mistreated or I am being disrespected, that's an imminent fire. And they can't wait for training sessions and workshops in order to change the culture there. So I think that people really need to look at, okay, we need a cultural shift, but also, where are the fires? Because they need to be extinguished in the moment. Think of it like Me Too. If you knew that there was a young girl who was or a young woman, I should say, who was working for a man in power, and she was being sexually harassed on a regular basis, you wouldn't say, let's do training sessions and workshops to make sure we change the culture. You would address that fire in the moment.
100%.
And these fires are burning out of control, and they're taking down entire organizations.
And what's interesting is they're starting from the very bottom. The interns, the pages, they deserve it. And a lot of people in Hollywood, as Steph said so eloquently, didn't think they had any right to any kind of opinion about it. So I am pleased to see them get their right of voice. Speaking of voices, hello. Is it me you're looking? No, that's
okay, first of all, that's not even right.
That's Lionel Richie.
That is not even right.
Like,
how did you, Adele?
Hello?
Okay, Adele Richie.
Adele, Richie, put them together. That's not a bad collab. I'm not joking. So Adele is channeling her inner Beyonce with a tribute to the fellow singer's style. Adele posted this pic on Instagram wearing a bodysuit similar to the one Beyonce sported in her video for Already from her visual album Black is King. She wrote, "Thank you, Queen, for always making us all feel so loved through your art." I just gotta be honest. Adele's, first we're going to talk about Adele looks different. Let's all get that on the table. Cool. But also Adele's love for Beyonce seems so pure. Don't you know what I mean? There's like, she's every award show, she's thanking Beyonce. Every time saying, "My friends and I thank you for making the art, opening the doors." I mean, what do you think about that, Erica? It's a real
I love
fan.
that.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, Adele is obviously an international superstar, but there comes a time where you have to have, you know, like, you need your idols.
Yeah.
And not every idol has to become a rival. I know that Drake said something differently or something different, but you can continue to have a true amount of, you know, respect and admiration for someone who is helping you see yourself in, you know, your gifts.
The idols need
I
idols.
love that.
Idols need idols. That's true. Steph, what do you think about Adele? Is she well loved in the UK? I mean, is she just as loved as we all love her here?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Of course she
Okay,
is.
good. Okay,
We
good.
adore her.
Okay.
We love Adele. Oh my gosh, we can't get enough of her. She's like salt of the earth, pure goodness.
Yeah.
I just love her. Her personality is amazing, and I think it's very sweet how humble she is, and she doesn't seem to recognize, you know, the impact, like, you know, obviously that Beyonce has on her. She has that impact on so many women and men around the world, and she doesn't seem to always recognize that. But you know, I love her. She's awesome.
She is.
I think it's so sweet.
I do too. I loved in her speech when she said, "I just want to break this in two and give it to Beyonce." I mean, that's a real fan, and I really appreciate that. Speaking of idols, we got to talk about Britney, because it's getting to a point of very loud noise going around this whole Free Britney thing. So Britney Spears' father is firing back at those Free Britney conspiracy theories. So let me explain a little. Jamie Spears, her father, told Page Six he is not taking advantage of his daughter financially due to a conservatorship that's been in place since 2008. He said he has to account for every single nickel and dime of his daughter's money to the court. This all stems, as I said, from a Free Britney movement, and it started by fans who started to feel Britney was under emotional and financial control from her father. Just so you know, she was given conservatorship to her father because of a breakdown, and mentally she wasn't prepared to handle that kind of financial wealth. A lot of people say the conspiracy is she's in this one room doing these dances over and over again on Instagram, and it looks kind of like house arrest. None of us know anything about this. Erica, do you think there's any credibility to Free Britney?
I have no idea. Let me be honest about what I feel when we talk about Britney Spears, because so her song "Piece of Me," which I listen to on a regular basis, because I really do understand like what she's communicating in this message. But I also feel like "Piece of Me" is such a cry for help, and kind of like is an umbrella for everything that's been Britney Spears. In my opinion, this seems like a girl whose image and likeness and entire being was made into a machine. And I don't know if she's really been checked into it for decades at this point, but it continues to just kind of go on without her. And it's like, even when you're talking about, you know, possibly a mental health situation or this conservatorship, it's like, it doesn't stop in a personal, it doesn't stop in the public, it just doesn't stop. Like, it feels, I just feel bad for her.
Yeah,
like, I really do.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah, I do. Let's be honest here. Whether or not we're clinicians, which we're not, and whether it's mental health or not, it's strange to watch Britney now, for me at least, and it has from then, because it's very machine, sort of, there's nothing behind the eyes in the nicest way. And you worry that maybe she is needing a conservatorship, and maybe her dad is helping, and these conspiracy theories are getting out of control. But it's everywhere now. What do you think, Steph, real quick? What do you think?
Oh, well, right, okay. So when she first got taken under her conservatorship, when she clearly was having a lot of very serious problems, she was at a net worth of 54 million. She's now estimated to be at a net worth of 59 million. Since that time, she's also gone on multiple global world tours, generating over $200 million. And people are asking, where is that money? The fans are asking, where is it going? Because Britney does not have it. Also, if you're under a conservatorship, generally that's for people that are not cognitive of what's going on. They can't make decisions, people that have had strokes. Yet she's on a world tour. Doesn't add up to me. Sorry.
No, there's a lot of people saying this. There's something to this. Free Britney. I appreciate that. So write us in and let us know what your thoughts are. We're going to move on to my favorite person on earth. Rhymes with Gwyneth Paltrow. It's Gwyneth Paltrow. Just getting real about aging. Did you guys get it? Did you guys get it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, we did. She's getting real about aging. The actress and her mom, who I adore, Blythe Danner, she's a great actress, were asked what age they felt the prettiest by Gwyneth's daughter, Apple, as part of a Goop product launch. So let's take a look.
I felt really great in my late 30s. I think aging is hard. It's definitely a process, and I think when you see your face start to change, you don't necessarily feel your most beautiful externally, but the irony is it's that time in your life when you actually really like yourself and love yourself, so you sort of internally feel really beautiful.
I think I felt prettiest at 50.
Oh, that's so nice.
Cool. No, that's cool. I love Blythe Danner. I love the generational thing going on here. I just don't know if she hears herself talking like...
Tori, it's not about that. You are
Erica has a whole
hater. You are such a Gwyneth Paltrow hater. I don't even understand it. It's like we could be talking about Gwyneth Paltrow says, hey kids, love yourself. And then Tori would be like, it's easy for Gwyneth Paltrow to say, hey kids, love herself. Do you know what she was doing at 7 years old?
It's true.
This is the question. What age, Tori?
Yes.
Have you felt the prettiest, or do you think that it's still to come?
I think I felt really pretty at like 26, 28, and I also think it's still to come. What about you?
I think my best year is going to be 50.
Yeah, I like what she said, Blythe Danner, about 50. That was good to look for. Steph, what do you think's your prettiest? And who? Yeah.
Oh Lord, I don't know. Whenever more Botox and fillers continue to come on out, that's when I feel good. When I've had that, when I top up my face is when I feel good. So whenever those appointments come, and you know it's safe to do so.
Honesty is very real here.
Long live plastic surgeons.
There you go. And I will work on my GP hatred. I gotta work on it. Stephanie, don't go away. Coming up on DBL, a principal hilariously parodies MC Hammer in a viral video to help students understand the seriousness of COVID-19. Does it get the message across? And as we go to break, take a look at our empty studio. Pretty much everyone's working from home during the pandemic. We'll be right back.
It's fast, cheap, and easy. GoodToGo.com.
Coronavirus hits me so hard. All the teachers say, oh my Lord, COVID is stressing me. All the updates from the CDC.
Oh my God, I love it. Welcome back to DBL. How cute was that? That was Alabama High School Principal Quentin Lee doing his take on MC Hammer's You Can't Touch This. Dr. Lee used the song as a way to teach his students about new coronavirus school restrictions. I think we need to watch some more.
I think we do too.
Let's roll it.
Fresh new rules and plans. Let's all be safe. Go wash your hands. So move back up 6 feet. You better not cough and you better not sneeze. Sanitation. Hold on, let me check your temp. Not under your arm like that. Like that, you're all clear, go to the back. Everybody says that this is too much, and these are the things you can't touch.
Bravo,
Can't
Principal
touch
Lee. Can't touch this. When we said times are changing, the principal just like, way to make it funny, way to make it memorable, and way to engage with students on their level, no?
Right, and you're gonna remember, everybody's gonna be walking around like, you can't touch that.
Yeah, it's catchy. Smart branding, am I right, Steph? Do you think this is the way to get the message across?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I have a real problem retaining many facts in life, which our poor producers have to deal with on a daily basis.
No, that's not
I literally have been texting one of them non-stop all day, Anthony, like about this thing that's coming up, like freaking out, and my memory is not the best. But put words into a song, magically, it's in there. And so for me, it's fun. I love the song. I love MC Hammer. And I'm just now in love with this man also.
Yeah, I'm in love with Quentin Lee, and we want to interview him as well. I just think it's really smart to just like get on that level, make it funny, and then no one's politicizing anything, you know what I mean? The humor just takes it all out of that.
Right, well, I mean, listen, life has sucked for quite some time for a lot of people.
Sing it. Preach it.
If we could come up with a way
to just lighten the mood.
bring just some joy into just anything.
Totally.
You know, like just give us some Hammer, give us some dance moves. You know, life is good. Life is good.
Remember this one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, coming up on DBL, Stephanie's got a summer celebrity fashion roundup. Yep, they're still trying to look cute during the pandemic. Don't miss the hot styles from Steph's home to yours.
We all know that movement is like
Welcome back to DBL. Celebrities are just like us now more than ever because comfort is key when it comes to this summer's celebrity fashion trends. And our resident fashionista, Stephanie Jones, is going to show us some looks. Steph?
Oh, yes, I am, Tori, just so you get ready. So the first trend, it's perfect if, like, well, most of us, you've gained your quarantine 15. It's called the bikini. Do you get it? Bikini. Yeah? Well, these are high-waisted bikinis that are flattering for all body types, and I think after celebs get used to this, they might never return to thongs. So, ladies, what do you guys feel comfortable wearing on the beach?
A burqa. No, I'm kidding. I like wearing a one piece. I like a one piece.
See, I have started wearing one pieces because, you know, I'm going to be 40. No, I'm just kidding. I am going to be 40, but I don't think just because you're 40 you have to wear one piece.
No.
Those, I actually prefer the one piece over that.
I love a one piece.
I do too, because those, the bigger ones, it depends on where how your body's proportioned.
Yeah.
For me, I get the lower tummy pooch, so it pushes it out. Those bikinis. So
I get it.
A one piece is actually more flattering, but it just depends, you know.
Definitely. Okay, well, talking of comfort, right? Celebs are strapping on just about anything that feels good. So check out Reese Witherspoon. I must say, the only thing cute about Birkenstocks and Uggs is the fact that we can actually finally give our feet a break. And Mindy Kaling is doing just that. So what's your preferred shoe this summer? And don't say it's Birkenstocks.
Slippers?
I would wear my slippers, but you see my slippers, they're very furry and they just get my feet really hot. So I'm gonna go with the flip-flop.
Flip-flops. I'll go flip-flops, that's fair.
Flip-flops. Flip-flops, okay, fine. All right, for the last trend, celebs are channeling their inner hippies. So tie-dye print has always been fun, but the reason why it's the perfect trend for 2020 is that you can copy this look by making it yourself as a quarantine DIY project. So when it comes to this celebrity trend, would you rather DIY or buy?
Definitely BUY.
BUI too for me too.
Yeah.
I'm just a messy person. There's gonna be colors everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think I'd have faith in us. I reckon we could do a good job though, no?
I have faith in you.
Me too. I was like, Steph could do it.
I don't have faith in me, and I definitely don't have faith in Tori. Because anytime she puts on like whatever her tanning stuff is, you could track her down.
Oh yeah.
Like you could actually follow the footprints.
I mean, it's true, but Tori's actually the only one of us that actually studied art as well, so that's kind of concerning.
No, wait. Art history, not just art. I know nothing about art.
Stuff.
Okay.
Not the DIY.
So that's exactly right. Steph, thank you so much. I learned a lot. I'll be wearing my slippers, my tie-dye, and my bikini, and my tiny purse. We'll be right back. Thanks again. Welcome back to DBL. Stephanie's joining us from home, and I had a question particularly for Steph and Erica on fashion. Since I don't know how to be a girl, I'm just like, whatever. What's the difference between
you do.
I'm trying, but what's the difference between a sweatpant and like a cool jogger? Like, what makes me look sloppy and what makes me look like athleisure cool? What's the difference?
Are you asking me or Erica?
I'm asking you first.
Okay, so a sweatpant tends to be more of a slightly thicker kind of toweling more material. Does that make sense?
Yeah, mine's thick.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, mine's real thick.
Yeah, so they can look, they're more cozy. When you put them on, they're slightly more like comfier. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But I don't understand what your question is. That or a what type? Another jogger? Like a pair of like, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like a cool pair of
You always look great, Tori.
I think that it's just your attitude.
Okay, that's fair. I'll do that.
That changes it.
Cool, that's easier. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. That's way easier.